All right. It's that time for the introduction of the Fallen Earth podcast. Welcome. You're listening to the Fallen Earth podcast with Crow Bennett. That's me, the only podcast I know of about Fallen Earth since every other podcast got nuked off the face of the planet or infected with the Shiva virus when global tech ruined the world. I am your host, Crow Bennett, and we will be talking about all things Fallen Earth, the divergent community it was, became, and now remains a phantom shadow of its former self. We'll talk about all things related to Fallen Earth, including things that are not specifically Fallen Earth related, such as large gaming communities that saw the huge potential of the game and invested hard, heavy, and early in this antiquated gem of an MMO. Welcome to the apocalypse. Got that out of the way. Today, we are going to watch our first video is going to be Fallen Earth Exile's PvP number 1, Hayata la Revolution. This would be, let's look at the description here. Some Exiles PvP with help from Brotherhood of Saints and people who eat suspicious cheese. Good times. So back to full screen here. And just want to point out that Ganji, let's look at the description here. Oops. Ganji, Dabu, I had let him check out this band that I was listening to back then at the time called I'm messing this up. I remembered the name right before I started the broadcast. It's it's just gonna have to come to me later. But the music, some really cool music in this video. This was just as a preface, this video is a sort of a combination of footage from, I think, several fights over the course of a couple of weeks after the Council of Clans broke apart. The elimination or retraction or foe Fist of the Empire leaving the game, and subsequently most of their members joining Exile, changed the political landscape. The Council of Clans was formed to eradicate foe, so their job was done. So now the Saints, which sometimes would refer themselves to the Brotherhood of Saints, to include new Traveler clans and other groups of players that were faction specific, like Suspicious Cheese, which originally was Chota. We're recognizing the benefit of, instead of being adversarial towards the former Fist of the Empire members, working together against other forces on the server, such as Wolves of War or Soldiers of Fortune or Heretic, many different ones at different times. But let's start the video and watch this probably 1.2, 1.3 gameplay. All right, here we go.
I've been rapping for about 17 years, okay? I don't write my stuff anymore. I just kick it from my head, you know what I'm saying? I can do that. No disrespect.
Now, just to pause real quick here, Mooble is level 45 cap. These were our This was our uniform. He wore our uniform. He designed our uniform, level 45, level 46. It was a hodgepodge of stuff, and not everyone wore them. We didn't have cosmetic slots, but he had meted the maximum primary, secondary, and tertiary resistances with this weird combination of gear. Yeah.
But that's how I am.
Kusanagi, World War. Looks like a defensive we were providing rifle support to the roofs while he was waiting. Hayata looked a lot different. This was the original configuration. Chronic Killer was a very aggressive player. It's like Dick is rezzing him. But yeah, Chronic Killer was a very aggressive player. It didn't matter if he had a crew with him or not. He would come after you, even if you had 3 or 4 dudes with you. And here it gets interesting. We have a furball, what they call it, just a total clusterfuck. If you look at all the damage, you've got, I don't know, 12, 15 players down there cutting it up, mixing it up. Heavy Metal shows up. Trader's Flat is right down the road, so this kind of stuff could escalate quickly. You see he's focusing Heavy Metal because Heavy Metal is a senior to, well, there's the SAC. Heavy Metal senior to the SAC, and Heavy Metal was senior to Kusanagi. We've got, looks like Mooble is on the ground. Kerp might have been on the ground. And probably killed by Heavy Metal, honestly. There's Mooble. Blood Wraith down. So they've got some kills. There's Blank Canvas from Heretic, founder of Heretic. Kiggs shows up. Okay, so this was a ploy, really, in the beginning. They sent their weaker forces out so that anyone on our side would be tempted to just go in and wipe them, and then they brought in the big heavy hitters. As you can see now, it's just they're bum rushing. They've breached the walls. But you got look, Heretic, Wolves of War. There's three dead bodies there. Sometimes taking one person out of the fight, huge morale boost or hit, depending on whether it was you or them and who it was. But then again, some people would fall down in the middle of a fight and no one gave a shit. The Ganji is it's amazing that he's just up on the roof the whole time. There's Ariana. As soon as Ariana shows up, seems like he's taking off. Ganji jumps off the roof for Ariana. He like to kill her. There's the sack using cars as cover. Totally legit. Look at all the corpses. A lot of dead. Wolves of War, Heretic, Wolves of War. Just, Iraxan from Saints. I've heard that name in a long time. And, yep, there's me, Corbin Dallas, my melee main. Of course, I show up late. There's bound to be more, though. That's why when conflict would break out, I never would rush to the scene because I knew it would go on for long enough for me to go eat dinner and have a shower and sit down, and there'd still be fighting going on. So, Kiggs, who else? Well, Kiggs is making everybody work for it. Look at Kiggs go. Hopeless fight. Okay, next video, something PvP. This is again. This is Dabu, Ganji, and I'll just have to watch and see what this is. Looks like one of the first Exile PvP videos. This is Finder's Gate in the tower. And these guys get up there, and you see have a really tight line of sight. And they drop grenades and yeah, throw grenades. Oh, fuck, you're dead, bro. And we would follow them up each floor sometimes. You get all the way to the top. I believe that's the top floor of the Finder's Gate Tower. So, Ganji is shelling, and then I'm gonna guess that's John Watson up there, or look like Trivial. And now they pushed up. Yep, Trivial, and there's me. Squalex. Oh, that was a good whack. 4 people. Alright. There's Cirque, Esprock. This is Hyetta again. And I think this is us training. Yeah, this has got to be us training. There's Twista. In game today. I'm sure. Alacrity. Still a thing at this time. Look at those disease dots, man. Back then it was really hard to get them off unless you had a dedicated healer. Trivial gets on. Krasik's down. Oh man, the reflex sometimes you could pop off heals pretty quick. So spinning your camera around like he's doing, which is a little disorienting, was quite necessary. Someone hit a smoke bomb. It's probably Ubin. Ganji's on him. Cirque takes over. No one wants to fuck with Mooble. It looks like Ganji's on Mooble's team. It's like an 8v8. Oh, and now we've got someone jumping in who is not part of this skirmish. Not sure if everyone knows. I don't remember Suspicious Cheese being cool enough to hang out in Hayata all the time. Watch it, see if he releases. Or if anyone reses him. I think... Yeah, he released. Now watch Esprock. Okay, yeah. I've actually watched these so many fucking times. Goes Edbert. And that is the original Edbert, I believe. Oh god, that was brutal. See the ragdoll on that. Okay, more actual conflict. Wolves of War making a push on Hayata to hold it. We got Tiffy 2. We got John Watson on Tiffy 2. Judge Mendoza. Mooble's on Mendoza. Trivial is stunning everyone. There we go. Mendoza's down and Tiffy 2. Trivial's on Tiffy 2. Everyone's on Tiffy 2. And that's... You start to see a little bit of better spacing there. Look at Blood Wraith crouch walking. This is back when athletics actually would hide you on the map, so it's a valid tactic. Bubble Crack. Not sure what faction. Let's see who they're with. Ravenwood Division. This ought to be good. Ravenwood Division in Sector 3, which was the cap zone at this time. This is going to be a bloodbath, butcher. Ravenwood famously just battlefield blunders. Talked a lot about how to PvP in Sector 1 and 2, get to Sector 3, realize things are a little different at level 45. Like, see the grouping? Look at that grouping. They're just begging you to nade them and shell them while the melee run in and finish them off. I'm surprised they're not dead yet. They will be soon. Ganji's gonna have to switch up. There we go. There's the switch. He was doing splash damage to the team member. We got members of Tau, Ravenwood Division working together. Okay, see how fast that was. All right, next one's gonna go down just as bad, just like boom, ba-da-doom, ba-da-doom. Gangsta Love. Actually, Gangsta Love wasn't terrible. Let's see the spacing. Saints were just crowd a fucking target. Like, they were like flies on shit. A lot of times they'd kill each other trying to kill other people. Jack Vincennes, rifleman, not too great. But look at that. I say that, and now is he gonna get away? Is he gonna get away? Probably not. Ganji broke his bike. His knockdown did not work. Psionic always gonna work. There you go. Done deal. Combat medic, Ravenwood division. Ganji pops a hot. Combat medic, as the name implies, could heal and might actually kill Ganji. Nope. Not yet. It's a little 1v1 action. But you see his health tops off pretty well most of the time. Ganji's gonna have to use Sonic Lance knockdown. More of the kinetic hammers. But look at that healing, you know? Back then this was super heals. Kind of a hard target, even solo with a melee. I mean, you see the damage that's being done at the top, but you have to keep it consistent. Otherwise, a second for him to heal, or a stun or a knockdown or a debuff that doesn't land is going to. It's like a boss fight. It's going to. It's just going to reset the fight, you know. So this fight has been reset several times. It's about to be over. Combat medic is definitely running out of resources, and Ganji is staying on target. Combat medic's big mistake there was standing still, and it looked like he's stam drained. Even though he's healed up. And here's the famous psionic hammers hitting, and also the lag. But this fight is pretty much over. Ganji's going to get the kill, I'm predicting. Yeah. I just don't think Combat Medic has the resources. Yep, there it goes. So, what? Is that the end of that one? Yeah. All right. Good job, Ganji. And that is everyone in Trader's Flat. There's Parents of the Apocalypse. Teabagging Ariana Flint's horse. It's called Wasteland's High Score. All right, and this video is was some video evidence that Ganji produced and presented, along with many other videos. But this one was one that he felt he could publish. I believe this is Candy Train, which was Purple Jack's second role. So let's see. I mean, I can't see it's just too low res. I know that that's a dot, and that the red is our critical shots. And I'm not seeing much else. Okay, who is that? I don't know who that was. This is a classic video, 1.1. This happened in Park City quite frequently. So you'd have these two-headed cats, mountain lions. God, you got a great sense of humor. And so, what the hell? You kill one, and the other one. Okay, so this is the third Exile video. Oh my God, that guy has no tank. I don't know what level that guy was. Gotta go back and look. That guy was level 46. Damn. There's Shaft, Division, Ravenwood. So it looks like we got Wolves in Ravenwood. Ravenwood was very large. Recruited a lot. Had training drills. However, they just weren't ready for what was waiting in Sector 3. At least they, were taking cover. This is a smart move to use the terrain. But you don't want to get stuck. Like, we could, you could get surrounded. And they're already losing people. Here's the sack. He's probably about to go down. Mooble, if Mooble's on him, it's, and you can see the damage Mooble could tank. It's absolutely insane. Vernus Azrael, Arizul. Who's an active PvPer? Did Sack go down yet? No, Sack is up. Wow. Mooble. Sack killed Mooble. Look at that. Look at that. And then there's Ragtime, another famous, infamous player. So this is John Watson shows up. He's gonna be an equalizer to the situation, allowing Ganshi to get a res off on Ragtime, who is a harass type player. And you can see all the misses. The dodge worked differently. Your weapon skill was tied to your ability to hit someone. So if you had low weapon skill, you could buff it up. You get a lot of misses with rifles and pistols. Shadow Raven. Huh. Shadow Raven. Goodbye. Just standing there is not helping. All these Ravenwood people just group up and not have intervals. And look, this guy thinks he's engaging someone on the ground level, but he's also getting hit from up top. Gangsta Love. Gangsta Love was a great pistolier. You saw he backed up. He's using line of sight. He's healing. He's one of the last ones to be alive. I believe it's clear now. Oh no, Sack is still there. Oh, is he dead or is he bugged? It looks like he bugged out. He was dead, but he was looking like he was not. And again, here we have people, using cover, which is great, but there's a point where you should probably consider that your cover is only going to serve you for so long until you need to move to another cover. So the same thing's probably going to happen here. We've got one team active. Just excited to see some of the later videos where there's several raids going on. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same scenario here, same type of house. and it's just you see how brutal it's and quick it is. It's like we had someone hiding a Shadow Raven. That's too funny. And that's done. There's 2 incursions stopped. All right, someone's in the trader building in Hayata. This is Hayata. We got some dead Exile on the ground. This looks like a skirmish. And somebody crashed the party, yeah. People would do that. We would practice in Hayata, this place where we practiced, and sometimes people would show up just to try and get a kill on one of us. It was really open invite. You just had to ask if you wanted to participate. And there's the catastrophic dissonance, whatever. AoE stun. I'm not saying that I like the 4-second stuns or anything like that, especially the single-use stuns on a single target. But like the AoE stuns were kind of cool because it would slow the fight down and allow you to process the information. This just the UI and everything the way it is, all the names and a lot of text, could get confusing. So as time went on and the combat system evolved and changed, the fighting just became oversimplified, I'll say it, and quicker. And then the scaling of the weapons. And this tactic right here, going on the... You see Ganji. He immediately went to the lowest point of ground in order to get cover. It's the kind of awareness that that we sort of inbred and purposefully talked about and drilled east of St. Sebastian's at the Foplex. It doesn't have an official name for a PvP zone, but it's a great training ground. It's got lots of dips and ridges, places to line of sight, and when you get out into the other open world areas, someone just used denial, so at this point people are using suppression to try to limit the resources that we had, which was a good idea. So this turns into, as I said, people would try to come in, and it turns into a fight for the city, and pretty much a constant defense. And meanwhile, everyone is always fighting. It was to keep the memory, the muscle memory, everything sharp. Keep it, always be fighting. Practice. Yeah. The end again. All right, what's this one? Blood Sports 2. So Blood Sports, this should be interesting. This is I want to say 1.4. Level 46 cap. There's Miss B. There's Jick. Jick had dropped Heretic, or he was bugged. Shaft. This was the everyone versus everyone mode. It's the death match. Nice. They got each other. So this is a good pair up. Flint versus Ganji. Let's see what happens. Got an AoE stun in. He's got a sonic dot on him. He's just moving back and forth. And yeah. Okay, that's 2 kills. Jick is surprised. Jick might get him. Oh. Dabu, second place. Look at all these large male tunes. Edbert, Prestige Worldwide. Oh, that's funny. And he goes down like a sack of potatoes. Edward was a great aim. He's a Counter-Strike player, but he didn't really get the RPG stuff. So, Flint, a lot of tank up there up front. Realizing that should probably heal. Ganji stacking dots. He's got his ballistic dot. There was a cold dot he threw on him. I'm not sure it's showing all the numbers, or it was showing all the numbers. Yeah, a lot of good mitigation on Flint. Better fight this time. Much better fight this time, but it's over. Okay, Miss B versus Dabu. And Miss B, nasty little creature. Had a tendency though to come in hot and heavy, but if you couldn't survive that, and a lot of people couldn't, I mean, just get. If you see misbehaving, you're either dead or you're freaking out and you gotta heal. Okay. Lilacs. Shotgun player. Before shotguns were cool. No heals, looks like. Got some thermal. Ganji reloading, gonna finish him off. There it is. Done. CQS, GQS, GCS. I don't remember the name of that. I don't remember what that stands for. But Benji Light Rider. Some light bearer. There's Jick and Light Rider duking it out, and someone else kind of giving them their space until now. Who is that? Sky Crucia? Jick's dead. Rogue Creations, okay. Ended up being joining a tech clan at some point. Looks like Dabu's #1 place. Now, why did Jick do that? Ganji's gonna get that one last kill, maybe. 1 second. 1 second. Oh, he got it. Way to go, Ganji. Squalex. Lusitano. He's just watching. Damn. To take Squalex down like that was that's something. Squalex was a brutal killer. Hey, Bulk. That would be Skex. Playing on his melee. Just for lulz. Alright, who we got here? Edbert. Edbert's gonna go down hard. Like, I mean, it's amazing how he would. His second build was so much more deadly. Ain't nobody wanted to mess with Edbert. There's Shaft. You know, we have good days and bad days. Shaft's a good player, though. Some drifters. Who's that? I'm gonna see their name before they die. Ehud. Okay. Cool to see a drifter's tag. There's Torny, one of the most aggressive Filipinos. Oh man, would he get pissed off. And he would turret. He would turret. There's Morgana. Gonna be cheating like crazy. Yeah, way to go, cheater. Alright. This one's called Edbert Totally Not Exploiting. Short video, minute and 22 seconds. Edbert discovered. Oh, did he? He rage logged. Oh no. Okay, I know what he's doing. There was a way to use repair kits and immediately repair your vehicle. So you could just drive your car around. And there was some trick you could do to immediately repair it. Maybe, perhaps you could use it while in the car. But this is what they do. They drive around Office Park. He started a trend. But look, we're getting bigger now. There's 2 teams holding down Office Park. This would be the armistice or temporary non-aggression with wolves to hold Office Park. All right, and these are the wars. 43 minutes here. We'll cover the wars in the next podcast, which maybe I'll do another one today. I'm motivated to get through season 2. I don't know how many videos are left. Let's see. There's about 150 videos, and we're on. What video are we on? See, I've watched these so many times. So we've got a ways to go. We are on Wolf Hunt, which, where are we? Yep. Video number 19 out of 150. So I'm pretty motivated to get all this done because I want to get on to season 3 where we talk to players, current and former, about conflicts and things they liked about the game, reasons they left, stuff like that. So I'm pretty motivated to get this knocked out in relatively short order. So stick around, subscribe if you're into this, and yeah, I'll just go ahead and say it. I'd like to make a game that's basically Fallen Earth, but not Fallen Earth, obviously, because I don't own the rights to Fallen Earth. But Um, I I'll get into this in season 3 more in detail, but there are some sets of circumstances that lead me to believe that you know there is no Fallen Earth Reloaded. We've got Fallen Earth Classic, and as it stands now, as much as it pains me, uh, I can't get behind it. So, but what I can do is provide the history over time, and with the season 1, give an overview of what Fallen Earth actually was in terms of the broader, uh, uh, some of the broader aspects of online gaming, uh, comparable to games like WoW and EVE Online. So it's not a flash in the pan game. It's been 13 years. Um, so the future is uncertain. Uh, huh. How about this? I'll end off on the Jim Morrison quote. The the future is certain and the end is always near. Instead of the future is not certain. The future ain't certain and the end is always near. I think it's the future is certain and the end is always near. Next podcast will be the wars. We've got Operation Wolf Hunt, Midway Shootout, and the Embry Showdown. That's days 1, 2, and 3. That's 30 minutes all on its own. So I may stream this later today or in a few minutes. I need to eat something. There it is, episode 3, season 2, episode 3. The end.